everybody, JB here. Welcome to the channel, or the community, as I always say. So glad you're with me today, as I got an unboxing. Pretty excited about this one. This is my Muse S that I've been using for years. I go all the way back with Muse as devices to help with meditation, working on your mind, focus. I'm always trying to find tools that I can use with my professional athletes to get them, help them to get their mind right. And for all of us, at the end of the day, if you're into productivity, you know, like me, running marathons, doing things, the mental aspect of everything is so important. So I've been using the Muse S for a while. Some of the things I don't like is this area wears down on it. Sometimes it's hard to really connect. It really, the battery on it isn't great. And I've used it for years, but it's not my favorite device, right? So the Muse S comes out, and that's what we have right here. We're gonna unbox it. This is really light. And basically the difference between this is it has EEG, and I'm not even gonna try I'm not even gonna try EEG for brain activity, and then FNIRS, functional near infrared spectroscopy for brain oxygenation. I can't say it. It's crazy, right? So it's got some really awesome new functionality, especially the FNIRS. So it's anxious to see for sleep tracking, for mental focus. And the FNIRS, they've got a new owl game to really work on your focus and track as it tracks the oxygenation of the mind, which is pretty cool. So I'm anxious to get this. They're a little bit difficult to get. The cost of them right now, let me just check, is $474. Plus they have a software that you get for your phone that you use, and that's another $118 per year. So a little bit pricey. It's not an everyday item you're gonna run out and get. And again, when it comes to meditation, which I've taught for years, you know, as you know, my MBA's in business, but my PhD's in metaphysics, you don't need devices, right? But I'm a tech dork. I love it. I love devices. And so when you can get something like this in your hands, it's pretty cool. So let's unbox it here. And take a look at what we got. Again, came in a really light case here. And again, this unboxing, I will do a full review here real soon of the Muse S Athena. I do like being Muse S Athena. My AI assistant is called Athos, which is pretty cool. Okay, so as we get into it, let's take this apart. I'm always not the best unboxer, but you know, I'm gonna try to do my best here. Okay, so pretty light. It feels light. Kind of cardboard-ish. I'm not a big fan of that case, but it is what it is. Okay, so we have the device in like a space wrap, and then we have a USB-A to USB-C cable, and I think that's all we got. Now, obviously, you need the app, and it talks about it. So let's take a look at this thing. Has it got a tear on it? Yeah, right here's a little tear open, and we can get into this, and we'll see what we got. Okay, the band, wow. Take a look at it compared to the S is bigger. Like, it's bigger. I can tell you that right now. I think this, they say that this is gonna last longer, that it's a better material than this. And you can kind of tell it is a little better material already. Definitely got the RFN, what did I say what it was? RFINS technology in here. That's this, I would assume. And then it's got a little different module. Oh, that comes off nice. So the last module sometimes had some issues, and you kind of see it there, the way that it hooked up. This kind of has the sensors in a totally different, looks like a totally different redesign. The other thing that nice is the charger's on top, USB-C, where this was micro, with that little micro cable that, you know, we used to use years ago. And the lighting, I guess it lights up on the front, which is better, which I was seeing too. So really very similar in the band, but just different in the way that the way the setup is. As far as, you know, the band itself, it's very similar to the old one. I guess it'd be that way. But the way that it hooks up, I can tell you, is totally different. Totally different. So that works out pretty good. So I'm anxious to try this out. I do have a case for my old one. Let's see if this fits in the case. It does. So I can use the case and retire my old one. So if somebody's looking, it does fit in the USB-C, USB-S case. But I'm going to go ahead and charge it up, get it ready to go. I'm going to put it on for a minute just to see how, if it feels any different. Let's go ahead and take this sucker and put it on. Let's see. Typically, put it on, then there's a magnet back there. All right, looking up, looking down. Yeah, it seems pretty comfortable if I put it on the right way. My hair, this is where long hair kind of gets in, is a problem, right? So it's pretty much set up. I don't really need to adjust it much. I'm going to put that on there now, and let's see, this way. So there we go. Fits pretty good. Now, I do sleep with this sometimes. The problem is it feels very similar to this. If you don't like something on your head or in your ears, that's where the sleep issue comes. They have a thing called sleep pills on the app, which is really interesting. But if you don't like anything like this, you probably aren't going to like the feel of this. Now, I can tell you, I do already like to feel a little better. Like it feels more comfortable in my head than the old S does. But what I want to do is, if you got any questions, please leave them below. If you're looking for this, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple weeks. I just got it literally today, and then I'll come back and do a full review based on the questions I get. What do you want to know about the Muse S Athena? I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest with you. I'm going to get it charged up and use it tonight as I go to sleep. We'll see how this thing works. I like the silver. It's all right. What do you think? All right, until the next video, little unboxing, Muse S Athena. Pretty cool stuff. Let's get this sucker working. All right, I'll see you in the next video.